Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Ninth Legion, and let's play some more Subnautica. So, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well, I destroyed my plant. It'll grow back. It'll be fine. Must have eaten from that one too many times. So, we are back in Subnautica. For what might be our last episode of this season anyway. We are still where we are. I haven't actually moved the Cyclops, but I have made some pretty major upgrades. So we realised last episode that we can actually build directly on here Cyclops pressure compensators with just a single plastic ingot, which is actually really great. And that wasn't actually too hard to do. I took out the Seamoth for a quick joyride and managed to build ourselves 3 Cyclops pressure compensators. So we are now capable of going down to, I believe, let me just find out, if I take one out, so that will give us 600 meter crush depth. So this will now be 800 meter crush depth. We can go down to just below, oh no, sorry, just above the 825 we can get the Seamoth down to. So the Cyclops can now go pretty much anywhere. So, fuck it, let's do that. We are still in the Kush zone, so we're going to go all the way down. I think this area goes down to about 500. We're going to find out what's actually beyond this. There are some big electric eels around here. We've seen these guys before in some of the previous episodes, especially when we first came here. It has to be said, this is pretty cool. This area just looks nice. Look at the size of that thing. Huge! It's absolutely huge. And there's all the little baby ones. And some eels. Again, they are largely passive. They shouldn't be too bothered by us, just floating around out here. In fact, I think we're pretty much invulnerable in the Cyclops currently. Leviathans aren't going to care about us, bone sharks aren't going to care about us. I don't think anyone is really going to care about us. And we can now go down to 800 meters. I don't even know where to go. Where the hell can we go that is that deep? That's going to require that much depth in a submarine. Oh, I think I've hit Kush. There we go. We're okay. We're going to keep on going. So this might be a short episode. We'll see how things turn out. Kind of what we actually find to do with our new super go-anywhere submarine. We're just going to keep on going down. We're going to go down for as long as we can. As long as there's actually something beneath us still to head towards. Oh wow, the Kush zone goes down a long way. Wow, okay, all the eels, okay. 370 meters down and we're still in the Kush zone. Excuse me guys, I'm coming through. I'm a giant submarine. Ow. Ooh, okay. That's probably going to damage my submarine, but hey. Okay, so this is slightly new. Let's head over this way. I'm just going to keep following down. Oh, ow, that's probably not good. I'm going to need to check for damage in a bit. I'm being very careless with my new submarine. Although I've had it 3 episodes, does this still count as new when you've had it for 3 episodes? Oh. It's okay, we're fine. Got some bone sharks around. There's a Reaper Leviathan to our left. But we've had some close-up looks at those guys previously. So I don't think we need to go back there again. Okay. I don't know how far the world stretches in this direction. Eventually we will just reach the infinite abyss drop-off. But until then, I'm happy to keep on going. What is that ahead of us? I don't even know what we're heading into here. We're now 400, coming up from 450 meters down. This is just a giant underwater arch. Again, with lots of eels. It's fine. Oh, God. Oh, I've hit something again. Oh, oh God. Sorry. My bad, guys. Probably leaving a trail of dead eels behind me. So I don't really have a direction in mind. I'm just going to keep on going until we run out of world to go in that direction of. Oh, this might be it. We'll have to see. We'll have to turn us around so we can shine our lights and see if this looks like the drop-off point. We can tell because basically right now the texturing will just kind of cease. I think we've reached the drop-off point. We're 600. Yeah, there we go. There's the end of the texturing. So there's nothing further in this direction, but we can follow this round, see what else we can discover. I will try not to drive into the wall of rock. Oop. Oh, sorry, hoopfish. I didn't mean to kill you with my giant submarine. Okay, yeah, this is kind of the edge of the world here, where it all drops off into a deep abyss. So we're about as far away from home as we can get. Our base and our crash pod are all the way over there. Right now there's not a great amount out this far. A lot of Subnautica's content isn't about how far away we can get. It's actually about how deep you can go. And we haven't actually gone as deep as we could do. I mean, we could build our ships to go 1,000 meters down with the right upgrades, but I don't believe there's very much down there at the moment. We have to go into the cavern networks that kind of riddle this area. And if we can find one, I will take us down there. I think I know a few rough locations of where they are, but I want to take us down there in the Cyclops preferably. Are we near the floater islands? I feel like we might be near the floater islands. I could be entirely wrong though. So there's a big cavern entrance there. Smokestack, that's kind of cool. I just like how much... the best thing about this game is just how it looks. It's a great game to play, don't get me wrong. That is not a comment on the play of the game. It's just, it looks so good. Looks crazy good, guys. Not sure what that was. I really am gonna have to go check for damage to the hull. We might actually be taking on water at some point. I might not even noticed. Oh dear. We're okay. We're okay. Kind of skirting around the edge of the world here, ramming into stuff with my giant submarine. I'm sure the Beatles wrote a song about that, didn't they? Yeah, the point I was trying to make... Let's go say hi to that Reaper, shall we? The point I was trying to make was that the game is about going down rather than out, away from your base. The cavern networks are actually... Whoa! Oh, you're clipping through the rock a bit. That's cool. Oh, you're actually in the mountain. That's less cool, but okay. A lot of the game's going to be about going down into the cavern networks that are pretty much directly beneath where your escape pod lands. They're not hard to find, it's just getting the resources to build the stuff you need to go down that deep. Where'd you go? There we go. Yeah, you're big and you're angry, aren't you? Kind of tempted to try and hit him with my submarine, but let's not. There's another one over there. Some areas there are a lot of Reapers. And bear in mind, Reapers are not the end game monster boss things. There are going to be a lot of stuff out there bigger than Reapers. Oh, is that a big chunk of wreckage down there? Might be able to cut open another area. Although considering how expensive it was in terms of battery power and how long it took, not convinced it's the best thing to do right now. Not actually sure we've even seen this chunk of wreckage before. This actually looks new. Don't think we've been here at all. But I can kind of see why, because there's not much around here, to be fair. Let's keep on pushing. We're doing drive-by tourism today. Actually, I've just noticed our power is down to 120. Actually, making the pressure compensator modules we needed ate up a lot of our power supply. So we're down to 118 out of 600. If I want to get this thing home, I might actually need to start heading back towards our base. Because I currently do not have the means to recharge this sucker. Which is a shame. But yeah, okay, we're going to start heading back. We've probably not come back in from this direction before. At least not at this depth. So we might see something new. I am looking for some cave openings that I know to be somewhere around here. I should try and show you guys one of those really deep cavern networks I was talking about. So we're coming back into the Mushroom Kingdom, which is usually pretty safe areas. You don't normally get reapers around here, which is a good thing, to be fair. Another big land bridge. Well, I'd say it's a land bridge, it's really not a land bridge, what with it being underwater, but I know what I meant by that comment. Oh, don't hit the jelly ray. There we go. I don't actually know how far we are from home, but hopefully we're not too far. We are getting very shallow again. Water's turning a bit green. We're seeing some green plant life again. You don't see that at the lower levels. Oh, I'm scraping the bottom, aren't I? Okay, let's get some altitude. Kelp around. We can't be that far from home if there's kelp around. I wonder if we can just cut straight through here. I am a bit worried about my power just drying up and leaving us stranded, but I think we're going to be okay. The only problem is if it gets too shallow, we're not actually going to be able to go straight across. We'll have to go around. Navigate between all of this. Let's see, we're coming in from the north. We're heading pretty much straight south. So we might actually come across our base before we come across our escape pod. I'm not sure. Oh no, hang on. We're stuck on something. I think I hit a rock. Swing our way around. I'm surprised this thing hasn't sprung a leak yet. I keep whacking it into stuff because I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. Sometimes things are just a bit too fun to drive. Oh, Stalker, stay out of the way. I'm not trying to kill you this time.
Caution, dehydration detected.
Oh, I need to have a drink apparently.
Vital signs stabilizing.
There we go. Come on, submarine. You can do this. I can actually see our base clipping through the rocks there. It looks like we are coming in on the escape pod first. That's fine. Just need to skirt our way around the shallows area. I don't think we'll actually be able to take the Cyclops directly through. As you can see, the clearance isn't great. But it's a lovely, peaceful way of travelling, I have to say. I think we've just got enough power to do this. We shall see. Depends how much out of our way we have to go to get back. Sorry, I don't have much to say. I'm actually just enjoying driving my submarine and looking at all the sights. It's one of the best things about this game, just the exploration. And I know I've said it before, but the horror elements are there, but they don't detract away from the enjoyment of the experience. Because I do like this game so much, and I'm not a fan of horror games. But the scary elements of it don't break the game, they just add to it. They make things a lot more serious than otherwise might be, because it is a very cutesy, lovely looking game. And I think without sometimes the occasional terror of coming across your first Reaper, you might not appreciate it just as much as you could. Okay, home sweet home. There we go. We are back. So that was one hell of a long journey around. We basically did pretty much in a full circle of the map. And we've seen a lot of stuff. See, most of the major biomes this game has to offer now. Just had to hit one final rock there. Don't mind me. Alright, let's actually take a quick look through this. Have we got any massive holes in the hull? I think we might. Let's see if anywhere's filling up with water. Well, we actually might be okay. I mean, we have got a very hard hull at the moment. That's what allows us to go down so deep. So it might actually be a lot more hard wearing than I'm, guessing it's going to be. In fact, yeah, I don't see a single break in the hull at all. But until I can get some more power cells inside this thing, I think we are pretty much done with her for now. So let's jump out. We can go in, check out our home. Just make sure we're not full of water again.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
We all okay in here? Man, I love being able to look out the window and seeing a submarine like that. That is pretty cool, you've got to admit. Okay, I'm not swimming on anything, that's good. We're not full of water. Don't know how I managed to put a hole in that thing, but I did. Yep, we're all stable, we're all good. Power's doing okay. I would imagine the nuclear reactor is run out by now, so I'll probably need to recharge that up again. But we've still got enough power that I can do all my things and look at all my stuff, and basically just stand here gazing in awe at all of my stuff that I've built, because it's pretty goddamn freaking awesome. Okay. Okay, I took a quick break from recording there to try and find a new location for us to have a look at. This will probably be the final episode, so I decided we had to go out on a bit of a bang. This is a region I've only ever really seen. I've never really been into it, so we're going to go down as far as we can and just see what we can find. I'm not even sure what this region is called, but we're going to start descending. You can already notice there's a few different growths on the wall, and ahead of us you have these kind of large, I don't know how to describe them, skeletal trees. Like, I think these are the blood trees or something like that. But this is one region we've never been to yet, so we're about 300 meters down at this point. It's pretty tightly confined in here, so I'm actually going to jump out of the Cyclops. Let's jump into the Seamoth and run around in that for a bit. Let's have something to eat before we go. Open the hatch and weigh anchor, or whatever, something nautical someone would say is. There we go. So this is a pretty deep region here. I'm not actually sure how far down it goes. I'm just aware that we haven't been here before. In fact, there's even some different acid mushrooms. Those aren't your normal purple mushrooms. Where are you? Deep shroom. Unlocking hydrochloric acid. What do I need a hydrochloric acid for? Why has this never been mentioned to me prior to this? Are you quartz? Are you something else? That's just quartz, okay. Gabe's feather. You know what? We're a scientist. We haven't done much science for a while, so we should probably be scanning this stuff. Gabe's feather. Let me get my knife out. Can I get a sample of Gabe's feather? Gabe's feather seed. Okay, that gives me something. What are you? You glowing chunk of something. No, I can kill you, but I can't cut you open. Fair enough. I mean, I can kill you and cut you open, but I can't get a sample of you. Blood oil. Okay. That's interesting. Why is there blood oil down here? Do I need to scan you? No, I can pick you up. What about this stuff?
Caution. 30 seconds of
Blood
oxygen
vine.
remaining.
Oh, I don't really have time for that. I'm a little bit further away than I want to be.
Emergency. 10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Okay. So we're back to doing some proper science here, guys. We are finding and classifying new things. We haven't done this for a while. Alright, let's scan this sucker. What is a blood vine? What does it do for me? Blood vine added to encyclopedia. So I've got blood oil. Oily goo. That's handy. Deep shroom. Highly acidic flesh. Doesn't tell me much more. I don't think I need it for anything right now. Again, not everything is implemented in the game, so sometimes we are just going to find stuff that doesn't seem to have a purpose just yet. That looks like as far down as we can go on that direction. Let's see what's in this direction, because I think this does go down a bit further. Oh yeah, here we go. Wow, that is just weird. Look at this. Look at this. That's creepy. Those red sacks almost look like there's some kind of parasite on it. Oh, I'm being attacked by something. Oh, what are you? Oh, you're new. You're not a normal biter. Something new and horrible. Okay, lots of horrible sounding things down here. Just to be clear. This whole place is horrible. And, oh god, it just goes down. Wow. Okay, we're already 452 meters down, and we're nowhere near the bottom of this area. Which is one of the reasons I wanted to show it to you, just to prove my earlier point. That the game isn't always about going far away, it's about going deep down. Okay, we've got some eels. We'll have to be a bit careful of those guys. They're not hostile, but they won't like it if we get too close. Oh, and there's a falling rock. Why is there a falling rock? Ugh. That looks like a mouth. Is this... No, I don't really want to get too close to that, in case it tries to attack me. There is some wreckage down there. I'm surprised to find wreckage of the Aurora all the way down here. What is trying to bite me? And would you please stop? There we go. I've had enough of that. Lots of rocks falling. I don't want to get crushed by a rock down here. Oh, ow, ow. Look, I'm not hurting you. Leave me alone. Oh god, you're ugly. Okay. We're just going to leave that guy behind. Because we are quite badly damaged. But hey. And it still keeps going down. We're 600 meters down. I'm just going to go all the way down now. Ow! Please don't blow up my submarine. I'm very far from home. Oh, actually we are taking some significant damage here. This is not good. Okay, let's back off and out of there. I'm actually in a cave network. I didn't even realise I was going into one. But I've managed to find myself somewhere very far from home. And this is pretty much the extent of how deep we can go. We're at 655. With the 3 upgrades we've got on this thing, we can't go much deeper. So it's probably good I can't find anywhere else to go down. These are some creepy looking plants. The tops of them just look like they want to try and open up and eat you. Like it's going to start making a grab at me. So we came from that direction. I just want to check before we do finish up here. What else is along here? Is this just going to lead us back up to the top? I have a feeling it is. A lot of quartz. That can be handy. Sometimes quartz is... You always need more quartz, I've realised in this game. More blood oil pouches. So this is some kind of oceanic trench, essentially, that just goes down and down and down. With many an adjacent cave. Ooh, hello. What are you? You're new. You're different. You're like a long-legged cave crawler. I've not seen that before. The cave crawlers... Ugh. What the hell? Okay, I just killed something else. Oh god, one of you guys. Where did you come from? Jesus. Oh god, they didn't even kill it. Okay, that's interesting. So we have found quite a bit of new life down here, actually. So these must be their deep-sea cousins. Kind of like Japanese spider crab things. Those get quite large. And there's a number of them lurking around here, so I'm going to back on out of there. Don't know what they're called. I probably could try and get out and have a closer look at them, see if I can actually figure out their names, but I don't really want to. Here we are, right at the bottom again. I think this is probably about as deep as we can go. There doesn't seem to be anywhere else that leads down here. So, there we go. Hopefully, that was a good look at Aurora for you guys, and you've enjoyed this. I think I'm probably going to be calling this series to a close here. We've pretty much done what we can with the current build. There should be a new build of the game coming out in the not too near future. In the not too distant future, rather. So, I will definitely be coming back to Subnautica before too long, and starting up another series of this, but I do hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, do feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. You know, letting me know that you've enjoyed this series and that you want to see more of it. And hopefully, I'm going to see you all later for the next one. Bye, guys.